Hey Queens, welcome to Talks with Tony, the after show. First we're going to learn and then we're going to know how to love ourselves so we can grow. Come on Queens, let's go. Okay, so welcome back to Talks with Tony, the after show. The title of this Talks with Tony was called His Response to My Pregnancy. So the letter pretty much went like this: a 23-year-old female dating a 25-year-old man. I believe they had just graduated college, so that's a good thing. They're both Christians. So it was, a shock that they were pregnant. He was not happy about it, and he was saying how it was going to negatively affect their future. And so was trying to pressure her into an abortion. And her question to Tony was that, is this like the normal response that men have when they find out that women are pregnant? And what's interesting with all the letters and with just us as people is that we already know the answer to the question pretty much before we ask it, but it's like we just need to hear it from someone else. We could hear it from ourselves. We could hear it from friends and family members who care about us. But sometimes that's not enough. We need to hear from somebody who maybe we trust more, we respect more, and that's just how it is sometimes. Okay, so Tony's was like, you guys, are supposed to be Christians. You shouldn't have been doing that. But anyway, you did it. But don't run from your responsibilities. You did what it took to have a baby. So be responsible. And to the man, he was like, you need to man up. You're 25 years old. You're a grown man. You need to be responsible for that child. And he was pretty much just giving the woman some just insight, saying that man does not like you. For a man to ask a woman to have an abortion, to have to go through something that serious that is going to affect her for the rest of her life, he doesn't like you, and he even hates you. And Tony, he be keeping it real, and he's telling the truth, and it's hard. And I put in the comments that it's hard for us women to understand how a man could be intimate with us, date us, and even marry us and not love us. But if you listen to Tony for a while, you already know that he's already given us the game. That's how it is. It takes men a long time to fall in love. And if that man really loved her, he would have married her, because he was talking about, I'll man up and move in with you, and take care of the baby, live with me. That ain't manning up. If you love her, move in with her. Marry her, right? Marry her. You're supposed to be Christians, so you already, come on now. You was doing the marriage thing anyway. You was living together. You was not living, but you guys was, doing all the stuff. So that's why we as women, we really have to protect ourselves. And I really wish I had someone to teach me this at a young age, to protect myself, protect my body, be careful about the people that I'm in a relationship with, make sure that person is stable, is healthy mentally, emotionally, spiritually, so that in case a pregnancy did happen, it would happen, but it's with somebody who is responsible and mature. You know what I mean? Who will be a good example to your child. So, remember, we just have to be smarter. We have to be wiser and not talk the talk. Come on now. We know the right way to live. We say we know we're a Christian. We say we know God. Then let's act like it. I know it's not always easy, especially when you're young. You think you know everything. You think you can, sometimes we don't get it until it gets real. We just are just like, okay, I love God, but okay, I'm still going to try this, I'm going to try that. And until it gets real and you're like, oh my goodness, I'm going to be a parent. I did stuff the wrong way and I'm going to have a baby and I got to face the consequences. Life doesn't get real sometimes, especially when you're young. You're not used to life happening to you. You know what I mean? So my advice is just, don't give up your baby. Don't abort your baby because of a mistake that you made. Just because you made a mistake doesn't mean your baby is a mistake. You know what I mean? So love your baby, keep your baby. If he don't want to be in your child's life, that's his choice. Again, that's the consequence of our actions. He has to pay for his own consequences, and you have to pay for yours. And if that's him not being a dad and a good father, then it's not the child's fault and it's not your fault, but you do need to take your responsibility and be a mother to your child, because children are a blessing from the Lord. That's what the Bible says. And even though they may not come always in the best circumstances, they are still a blessing. And the blessings and the love and the joy that will come from that child, I believe, will far outweigh the negative things that you might have to deal with in the short term. For myself, I'm a single mom of 7, was married twice, very unhealthy relationships because I was never taught about men, taught about being healthy, grew up in a toxic, environment, didn't see healthy relationships, didn't see women loving themselves. And I take responsibility for my own actions, but I also know that a lot of the things I did because I didn't know any better. But now that I know better, I can make better choices. I can teach my children, and I can create a better life for them and for myself because I know now. Once you know better, it is your job to do better. And sometimes it takes that falling on your behind, learning the hard way, till you get to that sweet spot. Like, dang, I learned the hard way, but I learned, and I'm here, and I'm going to make better choices from here on out. So forgive yourself, queen. Love yourself, queen. Love that baby. Do your best to, have that child's father in his life if he wants to be there and if he's healthy. If not, then it is what it is. But at the end of the day, we women have to learn how to love ourselves. We have to learn to invest in ourselves. We have to learn to value ourselves and not just look at the temporary circumstance, the temporary pleasures that you might want. The temporary thing that you might want. You may be looking at this man. Okay, this phone case is a man. But is he stable mentally, financially, emotionally? What is his background? What does his relationship background say? Does he have a history of healthy relationships or a history of broken relationships? Does he have a history of being faithful and consistent and having healthy relationships outside of other relationships, like his family relationships, his friendships? That will tell you a lot about a man. Does he not have no friends at all? Because that's kind of weird. I mean, I've had that. One of my exes, no friends. There's something wrong when someone burns all the bridges that they have and nobody can't do life with them because they burn every bridge. What does that tell you about that person? What does that tell you about their character? What does that tell you about your future with them? Okay, they got something negative to say about everybody. Everybody in their life did them wrong. Everybody in their life didn't want nothing to do with them. I mean, everyone has that childhood trauma. I got it. So that little pity story, you got that too, but we don't use it, to have people feel sorry for you. And that's one thing that I've noticed in my relationships, that, they always have the sad old story. And because of that unhealed trauma and pain, they'd use it to take it out on me because they didn't heal from their mamas, their daddies who wasn't there. You know what I mean? And so they keep on perpetuating that cycle instead of breaking that cycle. So you have to see that man. Yeah, he may be cute. He may look good on the outside, may have a good car, dress nice, talk nice, good education. But what's under that when you flip all that off? That's who a person is. When you strip away everything, who is left on the inside? Is it a broken little boy? Or is it a healed and whole man ready to love and give back love? Because if you're trying to give to something who is broken and not ready to give back love, it's just going to be like you hitting a wall. You gonna get hurt. What happened when you hit a wall? What happened? Ow, 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 ow. And pretty much the thing that's broken is gonna break you. The thing that is broken will break you if that person is not healed. So we gotta stop trying to love people who ain't healed. Stop trying to love people who keep hurting us because we have not learned how to be whole. So hurting becomes normal. It's not normal to be hurt. It's not normal to be in constant pain. It's not normal to have broken traumatizing relationships. So we got to stop normalizing that. No, it's not normal to be abused. No, it's not normal. Emotional abuse, physical abuse, spiritual. It's not normal and it's not healthy for you, queen. So I love you. That was my 2 cents. I hope you enjoy this Talks with Tony, the after show. If you need help, queen, learn how to love yourself, how to heal from toxic relationships and become confident. We're all on this journey. I created the whole series. Love yourself first. If you got it, bless your heart. Put it in the comments how it's helping you so it can help other women too. Because sometimes we need to be like, okay, did it help you? Okay, I'll try it. Because otherwise we're like, she just talking. No, queen. It helped me. I wrote it to help myself first. And then I'm like, okay, I can help somebody else too. So, and that's what I love about Tony. He's always like, turn your pain into purpose. Turn your pain into purpose. And this has sold over 1,000 copies, queen, organically. And I'm just like, go ahead. I'm proud because what I went through was not in vain. What I went through was not for nothing. And it's helping and it's blessing people today. So love yourself again. Love yourself again. Love yourself again. I know you played the fool. Girl, I played it too. Go and love yourself again. Love yourself again. Girl, why you tripping? Love yourself again. Till next time, Queens, I love you. Watch this message again. Go ahead and look at the playlist of this series. Watch my other videos. Love yourself. Until next time, I'll see you later.